Hello, everyone. Proud to bring you Wednesday night coverage of the NBA on 2K Sports. Alongside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge will be joining us. Stan, what are you keeping your eye on here as we go down the stretch of the season?
Well, I like the battle for playoff positioning and seeding. I think home court is really, really important, especially, Kevin, and you've done a lot of them. When you get to Game 7 in a series, you want that on your home floor.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup. In it forward, it's going to be Markkanen and Collins. Sexton is out there with Collier. And it's Kessler in at the 5, roaming the paint. The Grizzlies shooting their first free throw of the evening.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
Down low, it's stolen. And here we go, the Grizzlies on a fast break. Out to Morant. Pass to Edey. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Jackson from long range. Bangs home the trifecta.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And here's Collins. Over Jackson. And off the front iron. And in it goes.
Yeah, John Collins has a rangy build, so he has multiple ways to get points inside.
Morant sets a screen for Jackson. Here's Edey. Plays it up off the glass.
The second chance points are all about a lack of effort defensively. Those buckets would drive me nuts.
Kessler passes to Markkanen. Back to Kessler. That's a 2 from Sexton. Wells grabs the miss.
Yeah, loose coverage by the defense, but he just couldn't make them pay.
And it's Morant missing.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
Bane against Sexton. Over Bane. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. Greg Collins Sexton, still so young. He entered the league when he was just 19.
Yeah, drafted back in 2018. Sexton has a few years left in his 20s, so you expect him to continue to expand his game and improve on both ends.
That one is off. So Collins Sexton is 6'3". He has the frame of a point guard, clearly. But Stan, his game is putting up points, and he can do it in a hurry.
Yeah, and Kevin, look, he's done it pretty efficiently in recent years. We have a lot of point guards in the league who are primarily scorers. And Sexton, though, you've also got to give him credit. He's made great strides as a playmaker.
He has indeed. Jackson misses. Jazz trail by 4. Pass to Kessler. Here's Sexton. That one drops for him.
And he is just an explosive athlete. Sexton not at all fazed by the contact.
Bane looking around, lays it up and banks it in.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
And Will Hardy is called timeout. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. And here's a look at some numbers for him.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Shoots it. The shot by Sexton, no good.
Well, the defense just gave him that shot, and he wasn't able to convert. Very disappointing.
To the inside. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Sexton kicks to Collins. Pass to Collier. Kessler the screen. Another miss by Utah. Memphis leading by 6. Gets it to fall. The bucket from Bane. Bane's got his second bucket of the night.
Just look at the body of Bane. He's so strong, and that helps him down low.
Here's Sexton. It's deflected.
You can tell he's forcing things a bit at the moment. He's been trying to get it going, but this hasn't been his quarter.
Payton for 3. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Pass to Kessler. Jazz passing it around. 6 to shoot. Looking to end the run. And it's rebounded by Morant. Grizzlies have gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. Here's Bane. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 3 assists now in this one.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
And Will Hardy calls timeout here. He wants to talk to his guys. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for Memphis. And now let's bring up the numbers and show you the point guards with the highest assist rate over the past month. And you look at Collier, top 5 in the NBA, and his teammates love him.
And these are the best passers in the NBA. No question about it. Every one of them is willing and able to be the floor general out there and make sure the offense is running at full speed.
Yeah, it's a talented group. Great leadership qualities, and you trust these guys to make great decisions.
Crushing it right now. They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
Yeah, we thought this might be the case. You see a few of those go through the net, it becomes contagious.
Kessler, a screen on Kennard. That shot wide open.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Offensive rebound.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
And here's Sexton. A good portion of the scoring has come from him. He averages more than 18 points a game. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. The Utah Jazz last season became one of the first teams in the league to move their games to broadcast television. It's a gamble, but they just about tripled their reach. And with the rapid growth in the region, they have a chance to attract new fans. And Kevin, no doubt, other NBA teams are keen to see how this goes.
Oh, David, no question at all. We thank you for your report. Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Buffs jacked in. Brandon Clark comes in for Gigi Jackson. Williams, he's checked in for Wells. And Pippen subbed in for Bane. Here's Williams. Nice shot from the wing. Here are the Grizzlies with the ball. They're on a 17-7 run. Well, Greg, over the last few seasons, one area of consistency for the Jazz has been their rebounding.
Yeah, and they have some size, and they make controlling the boards a focal point. When you're playing Utah, you better be ready to put a body on somebody.
And it's Collier missing. Memphis leading by 12. Pass to Kennard. To the middle. Here's Clark, and Clark slams it in.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Yeah, it's not difficult to figure out why they've built this lead. They have been dominant in the paint.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Kennard.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
Looking at who's out there now for the Jazz. Filipowski, he's checked in for Walker Kessler. Martin comes in for Sexton. And it's Clarkson in for Collier. Outside Williams. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Pass to Filipowski. Here's Sensabaugh. There's the pick from past the arc. No good.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Bounce pass Pippen. Here's Huff. Still yet to score, and the shot is good.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Pass to Williams. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Oh, the officials are all over that.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Memphis.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball, working to rotate around the defense and find those quality looks.
So, Stan, the Grizzlies trio of Ja Morant, Desmond Bane, and Jaren Jackson Jr. From the outside looking in, what a great base going forward.
I agree with that, Kevin. Look, not only are those three outstanding individual players, but they complement each other so well. There's such a great fit with those three guys. That's a great base for the future.
Clarkson for three. Good on the triple.
Good execution there. Clarkson smooth off the catch.
To the paint. Here's Huff. And he goes in for the dunk.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys. Absolutely stone cold at the line thus far.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Brandon Clark taking 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. What a rise for Taylor Jenkins, working his way, Stan, from the G League, an assistant there, to NBA assistant, and now to NBA head coach. Wow.
Wow is right, Kevin. And Taylor Jenkins, one of the best coaches in the NBA. This is a guy who just kept grinding and learning. I think sometimes coaches get too concerned about when they're going to get their opportunity. Taylor Jenkins was always concerned about being ready when his opportunity came.
I think you and I are alike. We root for the grinders, don't we? The guys that have really worked to climb that ladder.
I certainly do, Kevin.
Pippen, no luck. Jazz trail by 13. Martin the pass to Clarkson. Back to Martin. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
At the line for 1.
One shot.
That's good from Martin. 6 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. From deep three-point land. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. Memphis out in front. They're up by 10. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And taking a look at the Grizzlies' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
Yeah, it's the kind of offense every coach loves to see. Selfless and smart.
Jazz trail by 10, and so in the game for the Jazz. The pairing up front, it'll be Collins and Kessler. Wing pair will be Sexton and Markkanen. And it's Collier at the point guard position.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Left side, Bane. And it's sent back by Kessler.
And look, Kessler just has a nose for the ball. He is a certified shot blocker.
As we approach the playoffs, let's now take a look at what is shaping up in the West. And take a look at the Grizzlies. Right now, they're locked into third place in the conference, looking to get a high seed for the playoffs. And, of course, Utah, quite a few spots down the ladder right now.
And seeing where Utah is, they haven't gotten anywhere near where they wanted to be this season. Pretty clear there's a big talent gap between them and the true contenders.
Yeah, well, the franchise is in flux a little bit, and anyone who's faced a rebuild knows how frustrating it can be.
For years, it seemed like the league was going to go smaller. But lately, Greg, it seems like size is back in fashion.
Yeah, I mean, look at the MVP award, right? Centers and Jokic and Embiid winning it recently. Even Giannis, you know, I wouldn't consider him small. And just overall around the NBA, it feels like bigger teams are having more success.
You know, Greg, thinking back to the glory days in Utah, they went to back-to-back finals in '97 and '98.
Unfortunately, though, Kevin, that Stockton-Malone era, they just couldn't overcome the dynastic Bulls. The Jazz still searching for that first NBA title.
Outside Collins. They set the pick. Launches it. It's rebounded by Memphis. 17 points was their biggest margin. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
Yeah, and you know, coaches honestly wouldn't have as much to do if guys shot like that every night.
And it's Collier missing.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Pass to Stephens. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
A 78% foul shooter a season ago. Pretty steady when he's at the line.
On the free throw, no good.
And he's showing a little more aggressiveness getting himself to the line here in the second quarter.
And they pick up two. Markkanen's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, he was showing some muscle there. Markkanen is so tough to contain at times.
It's blocked. And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here. And the Grizzlies making a change here. Morant's checked in. And Utah with a change here too. Williams is checked in. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Inside, Markkanen, a good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Markkanen's got 7 points.
Look, you got to keep Markkanen out of the paint. He's just too big on that block and imposes his will.
And so Markkanen will bring it up for Utah. 9-point game. They'll be playing host to Toronto for the next one. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboards.
The kick out to Bane. Here's Morant. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
Well, he's just lightning fast. Morant is so effective in the two-man game.
And Will Hardy calls timeout here. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
A moment to check out Ja Morant here.
the past month has been surreal. 7th in field goal percentage, and his playmaking ability, unquestioned, one of the top 15 assist men in our league.
And you noted it, his points per game average is unreal right now. He's literally propping up the team's offense, scoring whenever they need him to. And that one comes up a bit short. Jazz trail by 11. Utah moving it around. Pass to Collier. Outside Collins. Just 5 to shoot. Three-pointer, Markkanen hits the three-point bomb. Markkanen's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Jazz. Here's Edey. Good, nice job down low. And the Grizzlies lead by 10.
Yeah, really nice finish there with contact. Morant with great body control.
Markkanen a screen on Morant. And it's Collier missing.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Morant against... And it's a great finish!
Oh, my. Yeah, Morant's got to get himself in that dunk contest. I mean, look at that.
Williams' shot is off. So for the Jazz, their last game, a loss to the Celtics. The three from Morant. Looks good, is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots.
Well, when you look at what he's provided them on the offensive end, it's been an important part of why they're leading.
Collins setting the pick for Sexton. The Jazz with another miss.
Well, he just doesn't have it right now. It's as simple as that. And his team is struggling as a result.
Jazz trail by 15. You can see, and Coach, you can feel Ja Morant's star power, and his presence on the floor is such a factor. It affects the game.
Yeah, it sure does. And it even affects the energy in the building. His play is so dynamic, athletic, energetic. I mean, you can't sit and watch a Ja game. He's going to get you on your feet.
He is one of a kind for sure. Morant, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Morant's got 11 here in this quarter alone. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Collins, a screen on Kennard with the step back. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Well, Sexton likes flexing on the defense from time to time. Great job scoring through contact.
The Jazz have had 7 opportunities at the free throw line and made good on 5 of them.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
The Jazz making a switch here. Kessler's checked in. Free throw good, Sexton. All right, Stan, hypothetical situation. Down 1, shot clock is off. If you could pick anyone in the NBA, who do you want taking that shot?
Well, I'm going to go back in time a little bit, Kevin. The guy who really made my career for me as a head coach. I'm taking Dwayne Wade. He was the best that I ever saw. Not only did he have the ability to make clutch shots, he managed the game clock as well as anybody I've ever seen.
The situation was never too big for him, was it?
Never was, and he's so smart in addition to being as talented as he was. Well, this is one of those nights where Morant just decided to take over.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And for the Jazz, the last few seasons, Coach, have been a period of rebuilding.
Yeah, it has, Kevin. You know they acquired a lot of draft capital when they traded Gobert and Mitchell. And they've since drafted a lot of young talent and still have plenty of picks to work with.
Clark, he's checked in for the Grizzlies.
Well, Morant just put so much pressure on the defense to make a choice on that pick and roll.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Martin with a screen on Morant. Sensabaugh, no good.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Kennard setting the pick for Wells. And it's off from three-point range. Jazz trailed by 19. Pass to Sensabaugh. Williams with the ball. Grizzlies with the rebound. Clark's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Filipowski. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
And another miss by Memphis. Utah shooting around 36%. They're just not able to finish consistently. Now Sexton. He's got 10, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That's his first foul. Pippen's checked in for Morant. Clarkson, he's checked in for the Jazz. Martin with a screen on Pippen. Clarkson for 3. Drops in the tray. Clarkson's got his 2nd bucket tonight.
And they may be leaning a little too heavily on the three-pointer when there are better looks to be had inside.
And that one's good by Clark.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Clarkson passes to Martin. To the inside. Pulls it up. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Here's Pippen. No scoring in this one. At the top of the key, Clark. Hit the floater. Filipowski grabs the board. Filipowski's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Martin. Over Kennard. And it's Martin missing.
Well, when they're playing off you, you have to make them pay. And he couldn't.
Pippen kicks to Kennard. That falls nicely on the feed that time from Pippen. Pippen's got 3 assists in the game. Now Martin. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And good job they're doing at the line this quarter. They'll need to continue converting those free throws.
2 shots.
Shooting 2.
He misses the free throw. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Huff's jacked in. And he's good on the second. And the Grizzlies leading by 16. Pippen down low. He's covered by Clarkson. And so Clarkson will bring it up for Utah. Filipowski passes to Clarkson. Outside Martin. Martin the screen. Shot clock at 5. Clark against Clarkson. Clark the pass to Pippen. Here's Huff. Here's Clark. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
You gotta know this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside. Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
The Jazz have been shooting right around 75% at the line, 9 of 12 so far. Collier, he's checked in for the Jazz. That's good from Williams. 27 seconds left here in the second. Pass to Huff. And here is Clark. Here's Pippen, stolen by Martin. And now Martin pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
And they need those kind of plays right now. Smart defense that generates some more.
Pippen. No good on the last second attempt there. Ja Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for Memphis. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
Hey everybody, it's halftime. Boy, it's been a rough go so far for the Utah Jazz.
Losing the rebounding battle, it's easy to lose control of the game. Fortunately for them, they have another half to go.
Yeah, now they can lose by twice as much.
And now, as the season winds down, a look at the Western Conference picture.
You know, right now for Utah, they've wanted this to be a turnaround season. They have a few building blocks, but the roster construction is not complete. This front office has some tough decisions to make.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Jazz trail by 13. Morant is the point with Bane out on the wing. Edey out there with G.G. Jackson. And it's Wells in at the 3. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
Some very clever ball handling from Sexton, getting himself some room to work with.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Collin Sexton. Stan, I've always admired you. Come from a coaching family. Was there a point growing up you knew you wanted to be a coach?
Yeah, look, I loved being around the game, and so 2 things happened that drove me into coaching. Number 1, I loved baseball, and I couldn't hit one, so that was out. And I wasn't a good enough basketball player to go on that way, so if I wanted to stay involved in the game, that's when I knew I wanted to be a coach.
But your dad had a little bit of that in his background. I say in a little kind of tongue-in-cheek, right? He was a guy that led the way in your interest there.
Yeah, my dad coached for over 40 years, and I think he had a great passion for it and always used to tell us that he never actually felt like he worked a day in his life. He loved it so much.
Following in his footsteps, terrific score. And Wells drops them both. Jazz trail by 13. Here's Sexton, and blocked by Bane.
At both ends, Bane is always lurking.
Sexton the pass to Collins. Kessler with it. Clock at 6. Lets it fly from 18. Markkanen can't get it to go. And the Grizzlies leading by 13. Now here's Morant. And a wide open look for Bane. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 5 assists tonight.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Sexton for 3. Buries it from 3-point range. Sexton's got 15 points.
Solid from deep. Sexton is a guy you want taking those.
And he gets the bucket. And the Grizzlies lead by 15.
Yeah, it took just enough off of it for the floater.
On the wing, Markkanen. 10 points for him. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. Now here's Wells. He's guarded by Markkanen.
Well, Collins is a capable defender, especially when he gets the positioning he needs to block shots.
Kessler, no good.
Suffocating defense to keep the layup from falling.
Well, John Collins was a force in his first few years, Stan, but hasn't seemed to match that level of success since that time. Why do you think that is?
Well, I think there's a few reasons, Kevin. Number 1, I just think it's a lot about opportunity, and he went from being the number 2 guy on a team to being the 3rd, 4th, even at times 5th guy on the floor, so he's not getting as much opportunity. He doesn't have as much opportunity to play some of his minutes as a center now, and that was always where he could get a quickness advantage. So even where he is now, though, this guy is a very good player and has gotten to the point he's underrated.
Back to Bane. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
And Memphis making a change here. Pippen's checked in, and Utah also making a switch. Williams, he's checked in for Collins.
One shot.
And every year, and Greg, we agree, Bane seems to get better and better as a playmaker.
Doesn't overdo anything with his passing. Looks more and more comfortable creating off the driving kick. He's become a large part of this offensive engine.
And Will Hardy is called timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. And we get a moment to check out the team's scoring leaders. Second, the Grizzlies.
And how about the year they've had offensively? This is a team that can put points on the board in a hurry. Always fun to watch them play.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Pass to Williams. Over Jackson. Williams, that's good. Williams has got 10. And so Morant will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. And the 3 off target. Jazz trail by 14. Markkanen passes to Collier. Fires from deep. The tray. The Grizzlies pull it in. Wells has got his 4th rebound in this one. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Here's Morant. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Yeah, he's looking pretty much unstoppable. Morant making the defense regret that physicality.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Memphis.
Well, they've been owning the painted area offensively. I love the intensity they're playing with down there.
And another stat that they've excelled at is points off assists. They're moving the ball around and creating great looks for one another.
Clarkson kicks to Sexton. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Markkanen. That 3 off the mark.
Close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Sexton against Morant. That's down the hatch. Knocks one more to his total. That's 9 for 15 shooting.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Williams for 3. It falls for his 5th field goal tonight. Now shooting 5 for 8.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
And he makes that one.
Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
Basket counts.
And Kessler is so smart down there. Focuses on taking high percentage shots within his range.
Now here's Morant for 3. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Kessler. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for Lauri Markkanen.
We've seen him regress as a rebounder these past few seasons. His numbers have come down in that department, and I'd like to see him concentrate on bringing them back up. I'm sure the team would as well. You can never have enough rebounding.
We've got a timeout called by Taylor Jenkins. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Stevens is checked in. Here's Morant. Morant with another miss.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
They get it back. Kessler with the bucket. Pippen with it. Still without a basket. Outside, Bane. Pass to Stephens. It's good from long range. And the Grizzlies lead by 16.
What a passer Bane has become.
Three-pointer, Markkanen. Grizzlies with the rebound. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. It's good. Stephens got 9.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Count the basket.
A dynamic scorer. Sexton will absolutely take the mid-range J if you give it to him.
Here's Wells. Offline with his 3.
Well, despite his lack of efficiency, the team has put together a good offensive effort tonight.
Here's Williams, and out of bounds as Memphis gains possession. And this is what the schedule looks like coming up for Memphis. On Friday, they'll face off against Donovan Mitchell and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Then on Saturday, they'll take on Kevin Love and the Miami Heat.
And for that matchup with the Kings, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
Kennard, he's checked in for Wells. Pass to Clarkson. Knocks down the 3-ball. Clarkson's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And Clarkson can drain them with ease from that range. No problem for him on that 3.
Here's Morant. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Filipowski.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Grizzlies have shot 60% from the line, 6 of 10.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him.
And done a much better job from the line this half. They've gotten that percentage up over 80 for the game.
Martin, he's checked in for Sexton. Both free throws good from Morant. Greg, with how explosive Ja Morant is, he has certainly taken his fair share of awkward falls.
And that's what worries you with guys like that. He's already had a number of injuries in his young career, but we all just want to see him at full health.
Pass to Jackson. Bane with it. Memphis moving that ball around. Morant outside. And another miss by Memphis.
Well, so far in the second half, he hasn't been able to get another 3 to fall.
Clarkson against Morant. Pass to Sensabaugh. 5 on the clock. There's the 3. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Baynes got his 7th rebound here tonight. To the paint. And that one's good. Morant's got 12 points now in the quarter.
Well, when you have a guy scoring like he is, you redraw every play to be about getting him the ball.
Back to Clarkson. Launches a 3. Drills the three-pointer. Clarkson's got 12.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else. Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
Clarkson passes to Filipowski. From downtown, a shot by Clarkson, no good. Memphis leading by 16. There's 1:26 left to play here in the third. Jackson with the bounce pass. Pass to Baynes. And he's good on the 3-ball. Baynes got 9 points now in just the second half.
Shooting off the catch is the core of Baynes' game, but he can do so much more.
Here's Filipowski. Cutting the screen. Williams passes to Martin. The basket is good off the assist from Williams. Williams has got 3 assists now in this one. Outside, Baynes. Kennard, the pass to Jackson. The putback, it's good on the putback. And the Grizzlies lead by 19.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Williams kicks to Clarkson. Down low. Here's Filipowski. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Clearly a foul.
The Jazz have shot 10 of 13 from the free throw line.
2 shots.
That's good from Filipowski. Some changes for Memphis. Clark comes in for Jackson, and Wells is subbed in for John Morant. The Jazz also changing it up. Walker Kessler comes in for Martin, and it's Collier in for Clarkson. And he makes both free throws. And so here's Memphis. And here's Kennard. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game.
At this kind of range, it might almost be too easy for Kennard.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. 1 shot.
And you know, Kennard is known for his shooting expertise, but his ability to handle the ball and create for others is very overlooked.
Here's Collier, and that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Memphis, closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Yeah, it's pretty to watch. It's great to have so many big men in the NBA who can dish it like this.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. So on the floor for Utah. The pairing up front, it'll be Collins and Kessler. Collier out there with Collins Sexton. And it's Williams at the 3, the small forward. Here's Kessler. Pass to Williams. Shoots a 3. He scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Get the perimeter.
I've heard some talk about this idea, Stan. What do you think about adding a one-on-one tournament to the All-Star Weekend?
Wow, Kevin, I love that idea. And if you could get the better players to play, I think there would be some serious interest in that from fans and some great competition among the players.
We see it every night in the NBA. That's what we all crave for, right? We want to see the biggest names against each other.
Yeah, every night we want to see the best players one-on-one against the other great players in the league.
And he knocks down the first one.
Well, we're seeing a different version of him in this half, taking a more direct approach. He didn't have a single free throw in the first half.
Clarkson, he's checked in for Collier. Both free throws good from Morant.
Well, the way that Morant is able to twist and contort through a defense, he is one of a kind in that regard.
Sexton with the screen for Kessler. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Sexton's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Pippen the pass to Clark. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Collins.
Easy to appreciate the physicality that Clark plays with. This is what earns him those calls.
Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
That free throw missing. And the league limiting players from making public trade demands, which I guess makes sense. That's a big change from the past, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it saves franchises from being put in a tough spot. Keeps a player's trade value high, which helps the team no leaving.
And the Jazz with possession here. Pass to Kessler. Sexton with it. From deep, Collins. A three-pointer is right on target.
At the arc, Collins knows what he's looking for, and when he finds it, he won't hesitate.
Outside, Bane. And another miss by Memphis. And so Sexton will bring it up for the Jazz. They trail by 18. 16 feet away. Here's Kessler. Count it.
Well, you know, this is where Kessler mostly looks to score. Great work inside.
Morant passes to Clark. And Clark slams it in. Jazz trail by 18. Outside, Williams. Sexton with a screen on Kennard. Williams can't get it to go. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Clark finds Morant. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, when I was coaching, this guy was a nightmare. It was hard to game plan for him. His quickness causes major issues.
2 shots.
First free throw is good.
And there's no doubt Morant near the top of the list of elite scorers in this league.
The Jazz making a switch here. Markkanen's checked in. Both free throws good from Morant. We've seen the NBA feature several overseas games, Greg, the last couple years. Always growing the sport, aren't they?
And I know the fans love it. And nothing quite like seeing an NBA game in person and expanding that opportunity, always a plus.
Yeah, after a slow start to the game, he's been productive and efficient here in the second half.
Clark kicks to Bane. Clark sets a screen for Bane. And the 3-ball is good. Bane's got 12 points here in the second half.
3 triples in the first half, 3 in the second. Boy, do they add up.
The shot by Markkanen, nobody around. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good.
Well, he had 6 points from beyond the arc in the first half, but yet to get it going here in the second.
Pass to Clarkson. Kessler, a screen on Morant. Clarkson for 3. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Well, you can tell Clarkson is letting his shots come to him. He's not forcing things out there.
We've got a timeout called by Taylor Jenkins. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. Checked in for the Grizzlies. Here's Morant. Pippen outside. Back to Morant. Over Sexton. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
He's been in total control offensively, and the defense has had no answers.
Now Kessler. 4 on the clock. Markkanen inside the line. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Edey's got 14. Yep, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow, that one good for 2.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
It's intercepted. Morant outside. Pass to Bane. Kennard kicks to Bane. Memphis moving it around. Here's Edey. Kessler with the rebound. Utah's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the 4th and been successful 3 times. Something we're used to seeing here in the NBA, Coach. Retired players being critical of the younger generation. What's your assessment?
I think it's unfortunate, Kevin. I really do. I think the approach should more be from the retired players. They should have an appreciation of what they built and really enjoy the accomplishments of the current players. And then on the other hand, the current players need to look back and respect the foundation that those former players built for them.
And the Jazz making a change here. Collier's checked in. After bursting onto the scene as a rookie, Coach Van Gundy, expectations certainly increased for Walker Kessler.
Yeah, and Kevin, I think he's handled those expectations well. He knows who he is. He's first and foremost a defensive rim protector and a rebounder. He's a rim runner on offense. He's a pick-and-roll guy, and he knows that he's got to continue to grow in the other areas.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Here's Edey. He's covered by Kessler. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. The Grizzlies with another miss. Markkanen from outside. They get the rebound.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
The 3 from Morant. Here's Edey. Oh, and he jams it right over Lauri Markkanen. Wow.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush. Perfect.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the boards.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Here's Morant, and he lays it straight in. Morant's got 8 points in the quarter.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Here's Sexton, and the call on the shot sends him to the line. Zach Edey picks one up.
Well, in terms of bucket getters, guys who just fill it up, Colin Sexton is up there. He's just excellent scoring the ball.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Jackson comes in for Pippen, and Wells is subbed in for Kennard. Kept alive, a kick out to Bane. Pass to Edey, shot clock at 6. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. So, Stan, I've been wondering about these different approaches. The development system for youth basketball is vastly different in the U.S. than in Europe. Which do you think is best?
Well, I think in terms of developing skills, Kevin, we've seen it. The European players of all sizes have very well-rounded games skill-wise. They do a lot of work on a daily basis developing those skills, whereas in the U.S., our young guys play a lot of games in the AAU system. Skill development not as strong, but they do learn to compete on an everyday basis.
Payne for 3. The rebound by Collier.
Just too many missed threes for him tonight. He must be sharper here down the stretch.
Sexton the pass to Collier. To the middle. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And Kessler is a gigantic presence inside, which is why defenses sometimes elect to foul.
Good on the second free throw.
He needed to convert on all of those. Missed opportunities at the line are the last thing they need right now.
Pass to Edey. Wells kicks to Morant. Payne sets the screen for Morant. A 3-pointer off the mark.
Yeah, really unlike him to have this kind of game from 3.
Here's Kessler. 3-pointer, Markkanen. Edey with the rebound. Edey's got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Grizzlies.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching any lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And so they'll be advancing their win total to 42 games.
And this will be their 3rd win in 3 tries against these guys. They match up so well.
And something we've come to almost expect is greatness from this guy. Such an overall great performance it was for Ja Morant.
Well, just a fantastic job of distributing the ball. When you're able to see the floor like that and take advantage of what the defense gives you, it's huge.
Pass to Kessler. Now, here's Collins. 24 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. The Jazz with another miss. And so it's Payne who brings up the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. Morant scanning the floor. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here.